All right. Hello. Welcome. Hi there. Hi, everyone. I'm going to switch it over here while I'm filling up some water, waiting to see where everyone's going. What's up? About to get started over here. Hi everyone, welcome. I'm about to be starting on a shrimp and andouille sausage pasta, of course with mustard. And then I will also be making a kale green salad that's a Caesar, and then some garlicky mustard croutons. So welcome, thanks for being here. Oh, looking for my, okay. Hello. Oh, thank you for the gifts. That was so nice. Thank you. All right. Let's get this started. Go ahead and preheat my pan because I'm going to be doing a bunch of chopping and stuff first, and to get our pasta started. I have some sausage. Yeah, I have some sausage. Medium-high heat. How's everyone doing today? I'm chopping up some sausage first, and I'll saute that in my pan while I get some veggies. This is kind of like a Creole Cajun inspired dish. Of course, just inspired because mustard, which mustard is used in cooking, in Creole cooking, but not so much. There is a Creole mustard that is used, but it's not like a Creole seasoning kind of thing. With Creole mustard, Creole cooking has a bunch of French influence, but also, of course, has their own pizzazz. So it's typically like very similar to a Dijon, but then there's horseradish and other harsh flavors added to that. So for a while there, I thought Creole mustard was just mustard with Creole seasonings. So there we go. So the sauce I'm going to be doing this with, it's going to be like a creamy mustard sauce, but rather than using heavy cream or anything, I'm going to be using cottage cheese for my sauce. And I don't have any Creole mustard on hand, so what I'm going to be using instead is going to be Dijon and horseradish mustard, which is going to give us a very similar profile to that. Set that to the side. Whoop. Also, what I've got going on here, I'm going to be needing some chicken stock, and this is completely unnecessary step, I do have chicken stock in here, and I will be putting my shrimp peels in there. Also, any of my peels that are left over from here are going to go in there, and I'm just going to let it simmer until I need it. So, extra step if you want extra flavor, of course, always, but also it depends on whether or not you have an eye available. Why is my knife not wanting to cut that onion? That was ridiculous. Hold on, let me try a different. Okay, there we go. I just had a weird angle on that. How's everyone doing? Oh, thank you all so much for the gifts. Thank you. Hi, gluten-free mama. What's up? Yeah, I'm just going to be tossing these into my stock that I got going on over here, which I'm going to have on medium. Yeah, I'll have it on medium. I'll lower it once it gets hot. All right. Well, y'all, if this is your first time on Food Talk TV, welcome. We go live every day, and we're live all the time. This is my show, Cutting the Mustard, where I typically use mustard-based things because I am the mustard queen. If you haven't checked out my page before, my username is Ketchup is Garbage, and my content is very heavy on the mustard, and there is actually a lot to it. I talk a lot about mustard science and stuff, but whenever I go live on this page, I'm just showing, you know, cooking with mustard. And cut the mustard is a phrase that has been used. I can't remember when that slang started up, but I love slang that has mustard in it. Hi, Andrea. Yep, so yeah, y'all should follow me, Mustard Queen. I did not slice that one first. Oh, I see your invite. I see what's going on. Okay, I apologize.
It's okay. I don't have my ring light, so I'm just gonna hold my phone.
Oh, right on.
Hi, everybody.
I'm glad you just showed up because this onion is really oniony and I am tearing up.
Yes,
so
I can see that.
I need you to get this stuff correct.
So what is it you're making today?
So I have a shrimp and andouille sausage pasta with mustard, of course. It's going to be a creamy mustard sauce. And then I also have a kale Caesar that I'm doing with some garlicky croutons.
Looks great. Hold on a second here.
I love a good kale Caesar, but of course I feel like a lot of people just don't know how to work with kale. And so oftentimes it's just not that great. But with kale, it can be very bitter when it's raw, very similar to how, how mustards can be, because kale is in the mustard family. But I will be massaging it real well. We'll get some good flavor out of it. I'm just getting my slicing prep out of the way. I'm making you cry? Ah! Hi, Tom. I'm like starting to tear up, like, oh no. I was going to get some jams on over here. I have my laptop over here, but I didn't get the time. Where is everyone from? Oh, I'm cutting an onion, but I'm doing it the long way because my onion fell apart when I was slicing it, so I'm just more so doing it individual pieces, just getting what they call it, the Holy Trinity. Because we have a mirepoix, which is onion, celery, and carrot, and that's typically the base for a lot of dishes. But in Cajun and Creole cooking, there's the Holy Trinity, which is bell pepper, celery, and onion.
Okay.
And my cut sizes aren't always the same because I'm not a professional, but I like to brush it off as sometimes I like the smaller pieces. I like the smaller, crispier ones. Large pieces, I like the, more tender ones. But oh my goodness, I'm crying. Whew.
A good way for that is leaving the core on it till you're all the way done cutting.
Mm-hmm.
And rubbing your hands on chrome.
Okay.
Like the sink. Yes. All right.
I need to go back and try all the methods again because I feel like I did a Google one day and just tried every single one of them and none of them worked. I need to revisit that. Because at this point, I'm just kind of feeling like it's just me. It's a me problem.
Yeah. Well, some people say if you chew bubble gum, that works.
Oh. I've heard
right,
running under cold water.
She cut up an onion. Now she's cutting up celery.
I also have some andouille sausage cut up.
Okay.
And the recipe for this one is going to be on the Food Talk TV website. It's already up. The photo that's there is not our photo. It's just a placement holder until I get a photo of this guy.
Okay. Tom said safety glasses will protect from the onion fumes.
Safety glasses? My husband has plenty of those. I don't know why I didn't pull that out.
Just don't wear mascara when you're cutting those.
That's what we should have in mascara commercials. Like, not them swimming or anything, but just like them cutting onions and be like, see, look how great my makeup still looks.
Mhm.
And just cutting my bell into fourths. Come on. But none of this is wasted. I'm throwing all my scraps into this pot that has my chicken stock that I'm using. And I'll also be throwing my shrimp tails that I have in there, which I can actually go ahead and do that since I prepped my shrimp before this. So
Okay, so while she's
my shrimp tails, I have my prepared shrimp in there. You know, I did a live yesterday, and one of the things was, deveining the shrimp. But it took me like 15 minutes to get all the shrimp taken care of, and it's like, wow, this is not fun, just watching me prepare shrimp.
it's okay. Forged is in the building, you guys. Ooh, I see bubbles. What on earth is going on there? Okay, everybody, you can check out this recipe on our website at www.foodtalktv.com. I need everybody that's in this room right now to tap your screens. Okay, we only have 500 likes. Hi, Sherry. I need everybody to tap the screens, okay? Forrest is in.
With his rhythm, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tap on my big old forehead. You can tap on the peppers. You can just tap everywhere. There we go. We got 100 more. There we go. Come on. We need to get up to 10K likes tonight. Okay?
The other thing that really helps is if you share it to friends. And if you don't have friends to share it to, that's okay. You can just hit copy link. It works the same.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what they tell us.
I need you guys to share the live with 10 of your friends. Hi, Tippy. Welcome in.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I don't have 10 friends.
Oh, well.
I know.
I think everybody has 10 friends, but they might not have 10 real friends.
Do they hang out with 10 friends?
That's the real question.
I washed this, but left the sticker on. But it's great because the sticker can be put on fruits and veggies unless they are edible. So even if we had to chop that up and put it inside, we would have been fine.
Yeah.
Okay, my oil's getting hot. And so I'm just going to go ahead and add my sausage. I just want it browned on both sides. Woo. It was a splashy boy.
Okay. I want everybody to tell us what state you're from. Okay, write in the comment section what state you're from. I am from Kentucky, and she is from Tennessee. Where is everybody from?
Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping no one's here from Louisiana because this is not, I do love Cajun and Creole foods and cooking with that, but I would never do it in front of someone from Louisiana,
We got New York.
I mean, I guess I would.
We got Delaware, Ohio, Florida, North Carolina.
Ooh.
Everybody wants to know what you're making. Could you repeat it, please?
I am making a shrimp and andouille sausage pasta. It's very Creole based, but the sauce I'm using is going to be a creamy mustard sauce. Not too mustardy, just a little bit of mustard in there. And instead of using heavy cream or anything like that, it's a cottage cheese sauce. Because I heard cottage cheese and mustard is trending on TikTok. I don't know.
Cottage cheese is trending huge on Instagram.
Cottage cheese what?
It's trending huge on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything.
Which I love cottage cheese.
Protein, cottage cheese, protein this, cottage cheese. We got Tennessee in the building. We got Texas in the building. We're at 2K. That was some good tapping. Let's keep it tapping. If you're not tapping, you're slacking.
I just got my sausages in here. Just need them to get crispy on all the sides.
That's a pretty Dutch oven you got going on there.
I got my Holy Trinity over here. And you know what? While I'm waiting on this, I'll go ahead and get my garlic.
All right.
Going.
So she is chopping up garlic. This is Food Talk TV, and we are a group of food content creators. We go live every single day. You can check us out on our website at www.foodtalktv.com, you guys. And you can even see our live schedule. Okay? I will be going live on Saturday. All right?
Oh, you will? We did kind of switch up the schedule a little this week on y'all. We're keeping you on your toes.
We're keeping you on the toes. Yes. All right. We have 55 people in here. Let's share the live with 10 of your friends, folks. I'm going to share the live with 10 of my friends. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited about this pasta. I've had this andouille for a minute and have been wanting to do something with it, but this just sounded perfect. I was trying to think of how I could incorporate that. I also had a bunch of shrimp and, of course, match made in heaven.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how the mustard will play out because mustard does have a place in Creole cooking.
It does.
It does. But that's not like the flavor they're known for.
Thank you for the gifts. Everybody who sends gifts, they are appreciated.
Aww. And what I'm doing with my scraps, in case you missed that, I have my chicken stock in a pot because my recipe does call for chicken stock. But while I'm doing other stuff, I'm just chucking my scraps into it. That way, extra flavor. It's free extra flavor I would have thrown in the garbage otherwise. Oh, thanks.
Anna sends you a rose.
Ooh, roses. Rose is my last name. So roses are very appropriate.
Who was it? Was Kunchi in your box yesterday?
He was for a few minutes, but it started with Ashton.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Because I went over that he subbed.
Somebody said, did shrimp and grits tonight with smoked sausage. Oh, they made that. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. And this is kind of one of those, like, one-pot meal kind of deals. I mean, things are moving in and out of the pot a lot, and then I'm going to be making the sauce in, like, a little blender on the side. Yeah. But for the most part, it's a one-pot sauce. Or one-part dish.
It looks good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, we're getting crispy in here.
Wow, we have new team member. Bum. Anna M became our 56th team member. So there's 55 people in here. Why don't we get all of you to join our team? You want to know how to join our team? Click that little heart up at the top. Gift us a heart. Write a comment. And the other thing I was thinking was like gift small little gifts or something, wasn't it? Kat and Justin say hello.
Hi, hello.
There we go. We got another heart. Boom. Jay Pennington became a team member. A team member. What on earth am I saying?
I'm gonna get some jams on.
All right, so y'all, if you want to ever check out any of our Mustard Queens recipes, go on our website at www.foodtalktv.com. And we are on all platforms. We are on TikTok. Well, we're on TikTok right now, aren't we? We're on Likey. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We have a YouTube channel where you can watch every single one of our lives. All right? So, like, this will be put on there, and it'll just be great. So, we're at 3K likes. Come on, y'all. We have 52 people in here. I need everybody to share the live with 10 of their friends. Okay? Okay.
You're going to have to let me know about the music volume. I'm just kind of wanting some, like, background tunes.
All right, that's fine. Okay, so I want everybody to put a happy face in the chat if you're happy today. Put a sad face in the chat if you're sad today. We want to see who all is happy today.
You know
Put
what?
a
I
face.
really want to know what everyone's favorite condiment is.
Oh, there you go. Do that. We
That's what I
want
want
to.
to know.
What's your favorite condiment? Put it in the chat. We see a lot of happy faces. Christina's happy. How many cooks do you all have? We have a lot of cooks. You can go look on our website at www.foodtalktv.com and see all of our cooks there. And we are also a live agency. You can check that out at fttv.com if you would like to be in a live creator agency. I see Mustard, live creator agency. Please check it out. Go fill out our application, and I will get back with you as soon as I can.
I'm loving how I'm already having so many brown bits at the bottom of here. I'll have to show y'all when I'm done with this. Because to this pan, I'm going to be adding the shrimp, and then we'll get the veggies started.
Justin Reeves. Angie's happy. Oh, that looks pretty. Is Justin your person? Is the Justin your person?
Cassidy's my person, and Justin's her person.
Oh.
Cassidy's I'm sorry, is my best friend person, and then
Someone
Justin's
sent you
her
a
person.
DM? What are you talking about?
Huh? Oh, I thought you were talking about someone in the comments section. I'm sorry. I know my friends are in there.
I'm talking about somebody else. Okay, so back to the. What you put
Oh
in
yeah,
there? You got
but
your
I'm
shrimp?
starting off.
Awesome.
It's gonna be a real quick cook on these guys. We don't want to overcook them. Just until they get pink. If they're undercooked, that's fine. We're putting them back in the sauce at the end. And then with these, I did, they were shell on, tail on. They weren't deveined, so I did devein them. And I took the shells and tails off, and they're in my sock here.
All right.
Oh, yeah, no. One thing I do a lot in my cooking is I will get all my veggie scraps, like all my onion peels and my stems for my peppers, corn cobs, things like that. And I have a freezer bag that I'll just throw those into. So that way when I need a veggie stock, I just, throw some water in a pot, throw that in a pot, let it simmer for a bit.
We're not spam.
Yeah, we're not spam.
We are who we say we are.
All right.
If you go on our website at www.foodtalktv.com, if you want to become a food content creator for Food Talk TV, there is a spot where you can put in an application, and and then we'll review it, and we'll get back with you for a Zoom call. All right. So she's got her sausage.
Super quick.
Yeah, I like your sausage. Look how pretty it is. Look at that shrimp. Mmm.
Yeah. Already this is going to be a good meal. Like, I don't even need to cook pasta at this point. I could just eat this.
It looks beautiful, though.
And I'm going to add just a little bit more oil just so I can get my veg in here.
So what did you just put in the pot?
Oh, I just put a little bit more olive oil just because, like, what I had wasn't. But, like, look at all those crispy bits. I'm excited to glaze that later.
It looks good.
All right. I'm going to get my cloth in there. Or, I'm sorry, the Holy Trinity. Because it's a Holy Trinity when it's these guys. It's a mirepoix when it's the celery, onion, and carrot. But then they also say that adding stuff like parsley or shallot or garlic into this, those add-ons are called the Pope.
Clarissa said it looks good.
Thanks. I mean, the thing is, if you're using delicious looking ingredients, it can't be bad.
All right. We have 4.6K likes. I need everyone to tap the screen. Share the live. Big Daddy threw a shrimp out there. Thank you, Big Daddy.
I just switched ones of these because even though my shrimp was done cooking with that, like it still was touching the raw shrimp, so I'm just switching utensils.
I like your utensils.
I love bamboo. I really do love them. And they say that you shouldn't wash them in the dishwasher because they will become warped, and that is what happens with wood. But I do it anyway.
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say you got to be careful because that mold does grow in there. Mold does grow in there.
All right. I feel like I'm a little maybe I need to look into stuff to like refinish them or something.
Okay. So everybody, you can watch this live. Okay? You can watch this live again on our YouTube channel. All right? We also have videos posted on our Facebook channel and our Instagram. Okay? I think it's your family who's in here.
Huh?
Who's that? Who's behind you?
Oh, that's my husband. Husband, say hi.
Hi.
He's helping me look for stuff while I'm busy. I mean, yeah, my sister can say hi too. That's my sister.
Hi, sister.
Okay, so I'll get working on my kale salad next because I have a kale Caesar going on.
Hi, kitty cat.
Oh, there's Crash. My whole family tonight. Yeah, whole family. Just taking the stems off my kale.
Okay, so question about the kale.
Okay.
So, for those who've never cooked with kale before, do you have to cut the stems off? Yay or nay?
The stems will make it really tough. So once you take the stems off, like that's when they'll start to become a little bit more tender. And the thing is about these leaves too, is that the leaves have a natural coating on it to protect it. So that's another thing that makes it tough. And so, so what we're going to do when we're done with this is I'm going to massage it with oil, massage the leaves really well, and that will help get some of that coating off and help make it a bit more tender. And that oil will also really help with the bitterness of it because the bitter compounds that are inside kale are oil soluble. So that will really help that as well.
See, that is a wonderful tip. I never knew that.
Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people won't cook with bitter greens just because, yeah, they can come across really bitter if you have an aversion to that bitterness. Which bitter flavors are an acquired taste. So if there's something that's bitter and that you're not a fan of, it might just mean you haven't introduced enough bitter foods to your diet. I mean, think about it. Like when you're drinking coffee drinkers, they don't typically start at black coffee. They'll start with like cream and sugar first. And you can even apply that to beer. People don't just like start drinking IPAs as soon as they turn 21. They typically start with a lighter beer and then move on up to those more bitter flavors. So that's how I feel about greens. And even with mustard, my actual content being mustard, which I'll move that on over here. But I mean, even with mustard, there's a lot of people who just don't like mustard. And I understand it. I have plenty of foods that I don't like as well, but it is a bitter food.
You know, I just now got into Dijon.
Oh, really?
Mm.
I feel like a lot of people don't like mustard too because yellow is the only kind they've tried. And they just think of that when they think of mustard.
Sherry became our number 2 gifter. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Amazing. Yeah, and I'm just shoving them off here. Although I want to make sure this is, and I'm cutting these into really tiny pieces. Like I'm rolling them up. And you can stack them on top of another when you do this. I'm just rolling them up and then cutting into ribbons. And so that you'll be having like these thin ones.
Looks great. I love these tips. See these would
I gotta pick up the pace on this though.
Yeah. These would make good 10-second cooking schools.
Yeah. Oh man. I do need to create some of these into 10-second cooking schools. You're right. But my problem is that I want to turn it from a 10-second cooking school to a 30-minute class. Easy for me to do. That's
great, Sherry. I'm glad you liked it. Sherry made a the strawberry pizza that I made for her church.
Oh, that did look good.
But do you know
I love
what looks
the
better
variety
is
we
this
have of
kale.
creators here.
Look at her. Look how wonderful she's sliding this kale.
Yeah.
That looks beautiful. She's
Which
taking
I've
this.
never cooked professionally, but I'm always still trying to improve my knife cuts. But the thing is, when you cook professionally, you know, you're cutting like 50 onions a day. And I never have that in my kitchen to practice.
Yeah. You know,
It's a little
practice
bit of a
makes
story.
perfect. Practice makes perfect. You know, like me, I'm a home cook, so I cut differently than most people.
Oh, yeah, you have a totally cool knife for that.
I do.
Yeah, her knife that she has, it's like an angle knife. So, like, okay, like pretend the knife is my arm, like this is the blade and the handle is here.
Yeah.
It's so neat.
Gilbert, welcome in. I need everybody to tap the screen right there and share the live. Share the live. She's got some onions and some peppers in there, and she's setting aside kale. I don't know if she's setting aside kale to make the kale salad.
I'm sorry?
You're setting aside the kale to make a kale salad.
Yep, the kale's going to be something different. I'm just doing that while this is cooking, which I'm really glad because it looks like this is going to I'm going to be cutting this, and by the time I'm done, this will be ready.
Yeah. Sherry's, share the live.
Ashton was telling me yesterday that she'll get a colander and just pull the kale through to get them off the stem.
That's smart too.
Yeah. I just don't have a colander that's like that. Because I tend to use the fine mesh strainers. But honestly, with the knife cuts, whatever is okay as long as you're not injuring yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Wow, I bought some of this kale today. And it's not looking as fresh as the kale I bought yesterday. So bizarre.
You know, I have noticed lately that produce just doesn't last anymore.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as long as it used to, and it's free. I'm depending so much more on frozen goods now. And then there was that recall of frozen fruit. I'm like, great.
You know, I bought 3 apples the other day, and guess how much 3 apples cost?
How much?
$6.
For 3 apples?
Yeah.
It reminds me of on Arrested Development, when I forget her character's name, but she was the mom of the group. When she was like, "Well, how much could a banana cost? $10?"
Yeah. Haas has joined Cajun Cooking. Boo-doo-boo-boo. Share the live.
You know, I was just saying, I hope no one that's experiencing Cajun cooking comes in here.
Yeah, and here he is, Mr. Cajun.
Yeah, and you're like, hello, I heard my name. That's funny.
That's funny.
Hey, that's why, when I cook with cultures that aren't my own, that's why I always say it's inspired.
Yeah, you could be like the fusion. You know how...
This is kale from my garden.
Oh, it's beautiful, though. You know how Bobby says Mexico meets India?
Oh, he said, what?
He said Mexico meets India.
That's funny.
So yours could be like Cajun meets Taylor. Or Cajun meets mustard.
Yeah, it's Cajun meets mustard right now. But honestly, some people get weirded out that I put mustard in a lot of my cooking, but I'm the mustard queen. That's kind of what I do. But a lot of my food's not supposed to taste like mustard. It just adds that little depth of flavor in there, you know? It's just supposed to be a little something.
People, you know, when they're not educated about certain ingredients, they kind of shy away from it and just judge.
Right. I get a lot of comments on my about how I don't like using mustard because then that's all that tastes like. And it's like, well, that's the case with anything if you put enough of it on there.
Yeah. Nana Craziness, welcome in.
All right. I think I have just about had it with cooking this kale, but I'm still waiting on. These guys are pretty softened. I guess I could go ahead and add my garlic. I'm just waiting for them to like cook and get softened. You know what? I'm gonna let these go for 2 minutes, 2 more minutes, because I'm gonna massage my kale. And what I was saying earlier about leaves having a protective coating, so that way to protect the leaf. And so that's what makes it like really tough. And so massaging it with oil, because that skin is oil soluble. So that's going to help. But the like the massage that we're doing is also going to help it not be so bitter. I'm going to grab a
Amy
glove
King,
here.
welcome in.
And it's okay. We can get rough with it. And it's not like the texture is going to change that much. Like, it will be a better texture. Like, it's still going to be crisp, but it's not going to be, like, hard to chew, you know? I need to add
Right
my...
now is making a kale salad.
So I just put some olive oil all over my finely chopped kale. I think I might get 2 hands in on this. Yeah. I don't use gloves often, but this is a...
So this
feels
is
like
nuts.
it's a lot of work.
Y'all, Food Talk TV is now in the FTTV agency. I need somebody to gift Taylor here 10 tiny dinies. Okay, we need 10 tiny dinies.
Yeah, I'm just giving a good... And kale is really healthy. I see that in the comment. It is really healthy, and you do lose some of that healthiness of it when you cook it. But some people won't eat kale unless it's cooked because it can be really tough. It can be really bitter. So doing this, massaging the greens with the oil will really help that. Like, y'all, I promise you, this is a game changer for kale.
All right, so we got 8 tiny dinies. We need 2 more. Thank you for those who sent the 8 tiny dinies. We need 2 more tiny diny gifts to reach our goal. 1 tiny diny. Look how pretty that is. 2 tiny dinies.
Just doing some massage work. And you know what? It looks like this is time to finish with my pasta, because this does need to sit for a bit while you do other stuff. So this is a good timing thing on my part.
All right.
Good job, me.
So you can check out all of Taylor's recipes at www.foodtalktv.com. If you would like to be a member of Food Talk TV, go on our website and put in a application video. What you got there?
This is just some white wine. I'm just going to deglaze the pan with it. I think I put a 1/4 cup in my recipe, but whatever it takes for you to deglaze it, because there are the brown bits at the bottom. So I kind of raise the temperature just a little bit so it deglazes way more. I usually hear eHarmony and Bumble. No, we do always make the joke that we're on all the social media so much so. Like, we're on Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, and we're on so many social medias we can't keep track with it. So we always joke that we're on Tinder and Bumble and eHarmony as well. I love that someone's coming back with that. All right, deglazing time. And if you don't have wine or don't want to use wine, just use some of your chicken stock.
Okay. So like that's what I do is I use vegetable broth or chicken broth.
I'm just scrubbing these little bits out of here.
Mustard Queen, ketchup is garbage. If you guys have not followed her main page, make sure you do so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that just enough high enough heat. Oh, yeah. So this is the stock that I've been having. I threw all my veggie scraps and my shrimp scraps in here, and it was chicken stock. And so now I'm gonna strain it into a separate thingy just in case. just in case I don't strain well enough.
Yeah. Looks pretty.
Yeah. And this is all these scraps were just flavor I was going to throw away. Okay.
Gizmo's in the building. Isn't it cool?
Mhm.
Chandler said that your Dutch oven is so cool. I was just talking about it a little bit ago.
It is. My sister got it for me. It's pretty perfect, and I get compliments on it a lot. It just fits me. About a cup and a quarter in here. It's going to be about a quarter more than I put in my recipe, but it's fine. Those are just guesstimates.
I love collecting my veggies, scrapes, and making stock. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Love it.
Mm.
So I'm going to lower this to like I'm going to want some of the stock to be reduced, but not so much so. And I do need to get my pasta started with my boiling water over here. That's just kind of on the side. Just pay attention to your package instructions. How long do they say is al dente? All right, we'll be 8 minutes.
I need everybody to tap the screen and share the live with 10 of your friends right now. And Fatboy17 said, I love a good Dutch oven. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just loving my Dutch oven. I need to make my entire kitchen yellow.
I think that would be overdoing it.
Would it? Well,
Yeah.
didn't they say that you shouldn't paint your kitchen red or yellow because those colors stimulate hunger and will make you eat more? Oh, yeah. Don't forget to salt your pasta water. Speaking of, I'm adding a touch of salt here. Not too much since that stock is probably pretty salty, but I salt things in layers. That's just what I do. I feel like most of the time I'm just telling people how to salt things.
Yeah.
We'll let that go.
Cynthia English, welcome in. King Sam, welcome in. Oh, she's got bread, y'all.
Oh, yeah, I got to make some croutons for a salad, like how I also didn't add my seasoning to this. This is some Creole seasoning. The blend is pretty easy to make. You can just look up blend recipes online. It's similar to Cajun seasoning, but this one's going to be heavier on the paprika and the herbs. And Cajun seasoning tends to be heavier on the cayenne pepper.
Someone wants to know where you got your salt dish.
My salt dish, my husband bought it. And when it comes to like Cajun stuff like that, he really wants. He spent a long time researching it, so I know that it's a good one. I think it was on Amazon he got it.
I know some people that are pretty obsessed with kitchen gadgets. It's kind of
I
funny.
mean, it took us 6 months to figure out which butcher block we wanted.
Goodness sakes.
Okay, I am misplaced the garlic, and that's not a great thing. Oh, that's a... There we go. I'm going to move this guy.
Okay, everybody, this is Food Talk TV. I need everybody to tap the screen, share the live. We are at 7K likes. We need to be up to 20K likes, though, for real. Let's try to make it to 10K. Tap my forehead.
Yeah, I'm going to need to grate this because I'm grating into... I'm just needing some sort... Oh, these little heart ramekins here. I'm just combining some mustard and olive oil and garlic, and I'm going to toss this ciabatta bread that I have, and then I'm going to make it into croutons. Super easy. That was a giant garlic clove. Yeah. Some of my skin in there. Well, no, I'm kidding.
We see you, Vivian. Thank you for liking.
Oh, thank you.
What kind of olive oil you got? Is it olive oil or avocado oil?
Oh, this is extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah, I have that kind. Yeah.
This is
I have that kind, yeah.
I love that brand. I don't know how many stores this brand is in, but it just feels like the best for your money. the expense, but it's cheap enough to where I feel like I can buy it every time I buy olive oil, and it tastes great. So that's why I go that brand.
Someone said Chandler sent me the link. Cool.
Hi, Dad.
Did you say hi, Dad?
Yeah. That's my dad. I'm not just saying hi, Dad, at people. Which, that's
Chandler
funny because the
said
time.
link won't work for Paige.
Oh, the link won't work for Paige? Oh. Yeah, I'm just chopping these up into cubes. Oh, you know what I forgot about? Speaking of links that my family is sharing between each other, there's this competition that I'm entered in, which is this favorite chef competition, and the prize money is insane. And tonight's the last night for the second round. I made it through the first round. This is the last night for the second round, so I'll find out tonight if I made it through. But last I checked, I was in 5th place, and you have to be in the top
really
15.
Good.
Yeah, so it's like, I think I'm going to make it through again. And it's just amazing how much of a reach I have on social media for everyone to be like, yeah, let's get the Mustard Queen through.
That's great.
So I did have some ciabatta earlier that I had had it set out so that way it could stale. And I set it in my oven just to let it sit. And then I decided to make myself some pizza rolls and forget the bread was in there. So this isn't as stale as I wanted, but it's okay. We're baking it in the oven, and we're going to get it there. But
All
most
right.
croutons are outside and then a little, and then a little chewy on the inside.
They want to know where you vote.
Oh, you'll have to go to my profile page, which is at Ketchup is Garbage, and I have the link in my link tree there. We'll have to add something to Food Talk. I need to insert that.
Okay, so we're at 10K likes.
Woo!
Let's make it to 20K. Keep tapping.
Yeah.
Tap me on the forehead. Tap the bread.
Tap the bread, all the bread pieces, which I don't think that was enough liquid at all. I thought it would have been, but I forget that bread soaks things up.
Just tap the screen. If you're not tapping, you slack.
Anything nothing. Yeah, that should be fine. I think I used more bread than I was anticipating too, because these are pretty chunky ciabattas. But you can use any bread you want. Ciabatta is just what I had.
Okay, so let's talk about the website.
Talk about the website. Oh, yes. The recipe for this pasta that I have going on will be on the website. Absolutely. I don't know if they're putting the kale Caesar on there, but yeah, we're just going to bake these. I'm thinking 5 minutes or so.
Nice. Our website is www.foodtalktv.com. And this is our Mustard Queen. You can follow her page. Garbage, okay? And I'm gluten-free mama.
So I need to drain my pasta, but I also need some of that sweet, sweet pasta juice.
Ooh, look at that.
Questionable container for that, but it's what I grabbed in the heat of the moment.
You're fine. Vivian keeps liking the live. Thank you for liking the live, Sunshine.
All right, so I'm going to set this over her. So I need to get the creamy part of my sauce going because, I could just put cream in here and make it a creamy pasta, right? I totally could do that. But I heard that cottage cheese is the way to go with mustard around here, so.
Allie said pasta water soup.
Hmm?
Allie said pasta water soup.
Oh yeah. It just makes the sauce blend together so much better. Oh, I'm getting my pound of cheese. I typically don't even measure this stuff, but when it comes to 1 cups, that's where my brain just can't eyeball this.
Chef
So I'm like,
likes them live.
and then with this too, I would typically do a Creole mustard for this, but I don't have any Creole mustard. But what Creole mustard is well, Creole cooking takes a lot of influence from the French. And so it's kind of like a Dijon. It's a mustard made with white wine, but then they add other flavors like horseradish and other hot things. So I'm just combining the two. I have a honey Dijon here, and then a horseradish mustard. There we go. 2 tablespoons or so of each in there. And then I'm going to shove in the rest of my garlic I had. Just because, what else was I doing with that garlic? You know?
Yeah.
Garlic shouldn't go to waste here.
So, everyone who you see live on this channel, do cook on Food Talk TVs to answer your question. To find out what days we go live, look on our website at www.foodtalktv.com and click our schedule.
Yeah. I'm just putting like 2 sprigs of thyme in here. And then I have like, I don't know, a couple tablespoons of parsley. I don't even need to chop it. I'm just doing that. And then a little bit of turmeric. I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but it makes it yellow, which kind of, mustard.
Yeah.
Because it tastes more mustardy when it's yellow,
Yeah.
I don't make the rule. That's just what happens.
You don't make up the rules, it just what happens.
Yeah, it's just what happens.
Hey everybody, this is Food Talk TV, and my name is Gluten Free Mama, and that is Ketchup is Garbage. We need you guys to follow us. If you haven't followed us yet, go ahead and click up there, follow. If you want to become a subscriber, click the subscribe button. We have a cooking club every single Wednesday night, okay? And if you want to join our cooking club, you can go and register on our website. It is a monthly fee. And it's so much fun. And we cook out of the Better Homes and Gardens book right now. And you will get to meet our behind the scenes Food Talk TV people in our cooking club who have been here since day one. And some of our creators also cook. So check it out. If you want to see all of our Ketchup is Garbage's recipes, go on our website and go in the kitchen blog. Look at that. She's got some parsley in
way
there.
chunky, and I want it to be a bit more smooth. So I'm adding heavy cream to this. Worst comes to worst, I'm just going to add some cream in here. We'll be fine.
It looks nice. It looks more green. She can't hear me. Okay, so I need everybody to tap the screen and share the live. We're at 13K likes. All right. Now,
You know what? I'm just going with it. This is really good. This is really good. Like, I could just dip chips and veggies in here and call it a day.
Like a dip?
Oh, that's my timer for check the croutons.
Check the crouton.
Yeah, we'll give it another 5 minutes to check on it again.
Are there set menus for the person cooking in the cooking club? Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to add all of this in here. I might, actually. Yeah, I think I am going to add all of this. And if it turns out to be too thick, I'll just supplement some water in here. Because I have let it cook. Like, if I was just paying attention to this, I would have gotten to this way quicker. But I'm also holding a lime, so. Yeah. But yes, I did put a cup of cottage cheese in here. And then, oh, sorry, that was my lid.
You're okay. How do you become a member of Food Talk TV? you go on our website and send in a video, an application video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Creator, chef. So you don't have enough followers yet. But if you want to start going live, you can hit us up on our agency page at fttvcreator.com, and I will give you access to go live under 1,000 followers.
She's got the power.
I got the power.
Okay. Y'all missed out on some sweet dance moves because my camera was still focused on the pot and not on me. So you missed out. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, that's life.
All right. Well, let's get back to our salad. Well, not really the salad right now. I'm going to make the dressing real quick.
I got the power. 14K likes, everybody. I need everybody to tap this screen. Keep tapping it. Now, in the comment section, we want to know which state you're from. Okay, I'm in Kentucky. Miss Taylor is in Tennessee. Where's everybody from? And we'll read it off. She's got eggs.
So this is kind of like a mayo base for a recipe, but it's not mayo, it's Caesar dressing, but kind of similar, you know, beginning points on there.
We've got typically
with mayo, you can either just use a whole egg or 2 yolks. 2 yolks are going into this one because the yolks add the richness to it.
Okay.
I was so scared that was gonna. Oh, so glad.
West Virginia, California, New York, North Carolina, Tennessee. Love that bowl. You're from Love That Bowl? Okay. Hi, Linda. Arkansas.
Oh, I used so much garlic already. I didn't have enough garlic set to the side for this live. That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's like, nah, man, I can't handle any more garlic. I mean, I guess some people are, but we're not friends.
Tennessee is in the building.
Wow.
I think everybody that says they're from Tennessee might be in your house right now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. All the Tennessee people. Or like my people that aren't inside my house, but like know me.
Yeah.
No, that's more than just the mustard queen.
Yeah. They know her as daughter.
Putting just a little bit of mustard in here. It's a stranger.
Now I got the power song in my head. Is that a lemon?
Power. So lemon juice, we got garlic, we got mustard, and in order to make it a Caesar, I have anchovies.
Oh, nice.
Now, I know people have an aversion to them. That's why they do sell an anchovy paste that works really well instead. But my entire worldview about anchovies got changed when my husband, my brother, and I went to it was like a nice Spanish tapas restaurant. And they served just like anchovies on the plate. Like that was the appetizer. It was just 6 anchovies. But anyway, I tried one of those thinking that it's like, I'll just go ahead and try it just to say I did. Oh man, they were so good. We ordered another one. Like just the way Spanish anchovies are prepared is a game changer.
Allie said homemade Caesar dressing is life-changing.
It really is.
That's how I feel about homemade dressing, period.
Homemade everything. Now, I like doing the immersion blender for when I make mayo and mayo-related things, because they even say that you can just put the oil on top of here, because so the egg proteins are actually trying to go around the oil protein, so that's why we have to slowly put in the oil when we make mayo. This just allows me to add it in slowly, but people will say that in this type of thing, you can pour the oil because it will float to the top. And as you're blending, the oil will slowly get put in there. I don't trust myself enough to not break it on live. But if you're using a food processor, yes, you definitely need to slowly add in the oil. Because I did basically add everything but the oil. And some of these anchovies aren't going to have a great time being tossed at the moment. I mean, they're mixed a little bit. But once I start adding the oils, they'll I am doing 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then I'm doing the rest in neutral oil. I don't typically even use olive oil in my mayo just because it's a bit harsh of a flavor. But for this, it can handle a little bit of olive oil. Oh, hey, Allie. I know Allie.
Wacky Littles, welcome in.
I got to check on my croutons. I feel like whenever I'm online, everything just takes so much longer to cook than if I were just by myself.
I think it's the nerves.
Yeah, but also, you think my oven is nervous? I'm doing a kale Caesar right now. I also have a shrimp and andouille pasta going on right now, where the sauce is made from cottage cheese and mustard, since that's so popular right now.
Welcome in, Lynn. Lynn wants to know what you're making, and she just told you. She's got
I was
croutons
just
in the
saying
oven.
that.
She's got croutons in the oven.
It's like a Creole-inspired dish here, and then right now I have the homemade Caesar dressing. I just put in 6 anchovy fillets, put about a tablespoon of mustard, a squeeze from half a lemon, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 egg yolks, and a garlic clove. Which I feel like this wasn't enough ingredients for the immersion blender, but I still like making my mayos this way. So I do have my neutral oil measured out. So we'll basically got to start drip by drip. And then towards the end, we're not going to need to be so drip by drip. But in the beginning, we got to be super cautious. Hi there.
I need everybody to tap the screen, share the live. Look at this beautiful setup she has got going on here. We're at 15K likes, you guys, and we need 5 more K to hit 20K.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's getting.
So you're making like a broth? Oh, it's so pretty.
This is just such a tedious thing, but it's quieter than my food processor, so.
It's nice. I like it. It's pretty.
Oh, yeah. If I were to redo it, I would never have gotten a blender. I would have just stuck with this.
I need everybody to share the live with 10 people. Share the live with your people.
Oh yeah, this is getting out so nicely. You know, I'll be honest, I've never used actual anchovies in a Caesar before.
Really?
Okay, so that's what I mean by the oil floating and everything else being at the top. So that way, like, as I'm processing, the oil will slowly go in there. This is also the first time I'm trying this, so wish me luck.
I'm wishing you awesome luck.
Yeah. And, like, you're supposed to slowly pull it upward as you do that. Supposed to.
Sunshine is in the building. We see you, Sunshine. We see you, Jerry. We see everybody. Wacky Littles. Okay, if you guys want to find all of Taylor's recipes, go on our website at www.foodtalktv.com. And you can see this live again on our YouTube channel.
I need to get some oil.
I'm going to grab my light.
Come on. I wish I had someone that could just stand here for me and do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only I had someone here. No, I'm kidding. They don't need to be bothered.
Maybe the
Also,
cat
they
will
got
do
so
it
much
for you.
running here. Are they even watching?
It's getting dark out here, so I decided to turn on the light because I can't find the attachment to my ring light. Whatever.
It is so thick and creamy. Yes, but of course, we're not quite done with the Caesar dressing because we got to add some cheese to it. I like doing like the cheap Parmesan. Like this is already grated. Yeah, I know you don't want to buy pre-grated cheese, but I'm not using my expensive Parmesan to go inside a dressing, you know? I'm just not doing it, guys. I'm one of those people where I have cheap eggs, I have expensive eggs, I have cheap Parmesan, I have expensive Parmesan. It's important.
Okay. I need everybody to tap the screen, share the live. We are at 18K likes. To find all of Mustard Queen's recipes that she cooks on her live, go on her website at www.foodtalktv.com.
These are crispy enough. They're like the type of crispy I like. They're crispy, but then they're also a little soft still. I kind of like that. Now, optionally, you can use your crumbs and add it to the dressing as well to get crunch as you go through the bites, but that's not my game. That's what a lot of people do, though. So here is this kale that I had taken from the stems. I removed the stems, cut them into ribbons, and then I massaged it with oil. That helps make them not so tough, but then also it helps make them not so bitter. Because both the things that make them tough and the things that make them bitter are oil soluble. That's why we did that. So I'm going to massage it again with my hands because massage is how kale likes to be treated.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I need a massage. You're going to come massage my kale?
Yeah. Actually, I'm very similar to kale.
Yeah. I'll just put kale on me.
You know what? I'm going to use more dressing than that.
I need everybody to tap the screen, share the live. Allie said she has that in common with kale.
Yes. No, I make the joke on my site because kale has very similar bitter compounds to mustard. So when you make mustard at home, it can be very bitter the day it's made, but then like those bitter compounds dissipate. But so my catchphrase a lot on my webpage is, or on my site is, mustard is bitter on its birthday. And so many times people are like, same, mustard, same.
Ah! Sorry.
Ah, yes. Let's get a little plate of this going. Okay, we'll do Chefy plate for this. These are what I call my Chefy plates. Ah, yes. And like, I swear, if you think you don't like kale when it's raw, try it this route and it is just, massaging it just brings out a nuttiness that you don't get from kale if you don't do it. Like, it's just such a beautiful step. It really is. So I'll put some of that on a plate. And then I have my expensive Parm cheese. You can grate it. I like doing the whole shaves. Because who doesn't like just thick slices of cheese on there?
I learned to love kale when I worked at Whole Foods.
That's a lot of croutons. But yeah.
That's really pretty, Taylor.
Thank you. Maybe a bit too much croutons. I'll have to eat them.
Beautiful. Don't forget to take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to take a picture.
Okay.
Virginia. We see you. It's beautiful.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm taking a bite of this, but it's really so good. Seriously, if you don't like kale raw, try it this method. If the recipe isn't put on the website tomorrow, I'll for sure have it on my website, ketchupasagarbagecondiment.com.
And then this is what I got going on with this creamy sauce base. I have
Totados?
I have
I don't know how to
I
pronounce
have
her name. Is that your
I'm
mom?
sorry.
Totados?
I didn't hear you. What?
Is Totados related to you?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if that's one of my people. Because, like, any of my people that are in here don't TikTok. They're just in here to see me. They don't TikTok. So I don't know.
I need everybody to tap screen, share the live. Linda Warner 81, we see you.
And, of course, can't forget the sausage and shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget those guys. And now with this, I am going to add my pasta water to this. And when you're making pasta like this, don't just like dump all the pasta in there, because nothing's worse than having too much pasta and not enough sauce. Like, I would rather just like store
Guilty.
the pasta for another day.
Guilty.
It's so easy to do. It's like, okay, I got enough for an entire pound of pasta, and then you dump the whole thing of pasta in there. It's like, well, I don't have enough sauce. So I will be adding some of it.
We're almost at 20 likes, said somebody.
Oh, yay. Love it. Thank you so much. Because they make fun of me if I don't get enough likes.
No, we don't.
They don't. They really don't. I'm going to raise the heat on here a little bit because it was a great consistency, but then I added that pasta water. But I just need to do one last little couple minute cook just to get everything like married and happy together.
Tap
You know, I think I'm going to add Parmesan to this.
Grated Parmesan on top when you're done.
There you go. There you go.
Kind of like what they do at, you know where?
Oh, yeah, like at the Olive Garden. Like, tell me when. Tell me when.
And just keep going. That's what my son does. He just sits there.
Oh, I like the person that said they like to use leftover pasta for breakfast pasta. And yes, I love the idea of breakfast pasta.
I don't eat breakfast, but I like that.
My favorite meal of the day is brunch. Yeah, I'll add a little bit more pasta, but I'm not adding all of my pasta. I'm going to have to get some breakfast pasta for tomorrow. That's awesome. Yeah, parm all the things. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to save the rest of my pasta, and I'm going to have breakfast pasta. What would y'all even put in breakfast pasta? I just have the temperature up, and it should just take another few minutes before this actually looks composed. It's just that I added a lot of ingredients just now, and when you're making pasta, it takes like a minute for that to be combined. Trying to figure out lighting that's not weird. This is just such an awkward part of my house because I have two bright windows right here, but then I'm here. I figure by the time I get my lighting and stuff set up, that's when we'll run into daylight savings. So the time of day won't even matter.
I had fresh parm with dinner tonight, said Allie.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to rip this guy out because that's going to be a pain to clean. But y'all, this dressing is so yummy. It really is. Like, and y'all, the anchovies aren't fishy. They are not fishy. Like, it may scare you because they are little fish, but I don't think they're fishy. It's not like pizza, anchovies.
Chandler said, do the show from your sister's house.
Oh, that would be fun. Would y'all love for me to have a show while there's also a 1-year-old and a baby in there? No, I'm kidding. That would actually be fun. My sister comes over here on Thursdays to help me out, be my support team. That and to just hang out.
That's nice of her.
Scrambled 2 eggs, Parmesan.
She
Oh,
said the babies are already in bed.
Oh, nice. Oh, so it could be like adult sleepover food. Okay. With maybe like a little breakfast casserole for the kids in the morning.
Yeah. If you be the breakfast casserole, I'll be the dessert. You know, it's something about being in the South. Everybody's has breakfast casseroles. You know, when I lived in Indiana when I was a child, we never heard of breakfast casseroles until people in the South would make them. Like my aunts, my uncles, and all, and they would make breakfast. What's a breakfast casserole? It's a Southern thing, I guess.
It's not. So I'm taking some more of my pasta water and just adding a little bit of cornstarch to it to make a little cornstarch slurry. But with the pasta water, I feel like that will work. And whenever you're doing a corn slurry to stir up or to thicken up something, make sure that the dish that you're pouring it into is being stirred and there's movement there.
Yeah.
Because right now it's kind of a, watery looking sauce. We don't want that. We want a thick sauce. Maybe I should have just stuck with cream, but I really wanted to try the cottage cheese trend, I'm here for it.
I'm ready to eat it. I'm hungry.
Which I didn't quite realize this until I started really researching it, but how similar ricotta and cottage cheese are. To the point to where some people think it's the same thing. But the only difference is that ricotta in Italian means recooked. So ricotta actually means and they're talking about the whey that's a byproduct of making cheese, and you use that whey to make ricotta. And so that's why they call it recooked, because you're recooking that whey to make more cheese. So cottage cheese is very similar to that, but you're not using reused whey.
I had a hair in my mouth. I'm sorry.
I am going to make breakfast pasta tomorrow. I am. Depending on how I'm feeling, I might go live doing it just because on my page, just because. Oh, yeah. It's picking up a little bit. I'm sorry I'm so over on time today, y'all.
We're okay with that. We don't mind. We are at 20K likes, y'all. Let's get it at 30K. October Dragonfly is in the building. October Dragonfly is in the building. She just reached member level 11. Ooh.
Oh, hello. Hi. We're just now finishing up. I'm trying not to pick it up. I just added a little bit of a cornstarch slurry with the hot pasta water. And so I'm trying that. Well, we're seeing how it goes. We are seeing how it goes. But I like it. I like the idea of cottage cheese sauce.
I like it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it.
You know I'm in Nashville, right? No, our hockey team, the Predators, whenever we score and it's a home game, that's when they have the song that I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. Or
That's how it goes, yeah.
I don't know what it is about the Predators scoring, but I like it, I love it, I want some more. Yeah. I have a little bit of an interesting life in Nashville, it feels like, with all the very Nashville-specific things here. So I'm going to go ahead and plate some of it, just to give you a look at it. I am going to continue to let this cooking on my stove before I take photos of it, but everything else is just so pretty and so yummy looking. I still want to give this a try.
It's beautiful.
So yeah, I'm glad I decided to stop at 2 dishes today, because I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that I'll be busy with 2 dishes. And here we are. Still going.
It's beautiful.
One of these days, I will be within the 1 hour.
It's fine. Let's see here. October Dragonfly, hit you some roses. We got the cheese, the powder of Parmesan.
We got the cheese. So I am hoping that the sauce thickens up, and I'll do that before our camera, but I would still when I'm trying to impress, but before thickening up, Once it's thickened up, I'll show that to people I'm trying to impress. But yeah, I guess my family can eat this.
Buster said you are refreshing to watch.
Oh, thank you. I do go live a lot on my page, so You'll have to check me out on there as well. But I'm here at the same time every week, Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central.
All right.
I'm going to try some of this just to make sure, because this recipe is on the website, but I got to try it to make sure I should tell you to go there.
I like it. I love it. It looks beautiful. You can tell just by your facial expressions.
No, like you get a little bit of the horseradish from the horseradish mustard in there, and you get some of those flavors in there, but it's definitely not overpowering. It doesn't taste like mustard, right? Like if someone were to serve this to me, I would probably be like, there's something different about it, but I don't know what it is. It's mustard. So that's what it is in a lot of my recipes, you know?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's true.
We have this
Sharon.
pasta that I made. Absolutely delicious. This recipe will be up on the site. And if this recipe for the kale Caesar salad isn't up on the website, it'll at least be on my website. But if you take anything away from making a kale salad from this live, massage your kale in oil. Cut thin, massage the kale in oil. It takes off that protective layer from the leaves, making it less tough. Also absorbs the bitter compounds, making it less bitter. So absolutely, please do that. But I think I am done here, y'all. Oh yeah, kale Caesar salad, absolutely. And if you don't like kale raw, please give this a try.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try that.
Oh, it's okay, Kanchi. You'll get me next time, right? Okay, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming in here. I'm going to be getting some photos for the website soon. The recipe for this sausage and shrimp pasta is already on the Food Talk TV website. The photo that's on there right now is not my photo because I got to get a photo of this. So I'll be doing that. Thank y'all so much for joining, and I will see you next week. Happy mustarding.